Well, I've finally made up my mind. I've spent some money and my tires are in, and so are my wheels, or rims as some people call them. You can call them either one, doesn't matter to me. What I'm going to do is mount these tires and let you know what my next step will be. Mounting the tires went fairly smoothly. I'm getting used to using my modified Harbor Freight tire changer. I'll put a link in the video description of the build on this thing. Very handy to have. A little bit of a side note, the front tire is seated right around 50 psi like normal, but both rear tires, even after playing with them for a little while, it took like 60 or so pounds of air to get them to seat. They were not easy to seat, but they finally seated. Throw 3 lug nuts on each wheel, snug them up a little bit, set it on the ground, and see what it looks like. Alright, now I've got the wheels and tires on that I'm actually going to use, so I know how far they're going to stick out and what kind of height I'm going to need for clearance. I can start thinking more about that stuff right there, bodywork. I was trying to figure out how I could make a model or something to get some kind of an idea of what this might look like, and I realized I have a Celica model. So I grabbed some clay and I made a rough model to give me a rough idea. Did I say rough enough times? Yeah, because this is really rough. But it does give me a general idea of kind of some ideas of what I might want this thing to maybe someday kind of look like. First thing I'm going to have to do is get the ride height right. The ride height is pretty close. What I've done is just taken the stock Celica spring and cut one coil off of it in the front, and it has a stock Celica spring on the Impala shock in the rear, and it's pretty close right now, needs a little bit more work. What I eventually plan on doing is putting some kind of coilovers on the car so I can adjust the ride height to get it perfectly where I want it at. But that'll come at a later date, because right now what I need to do is carry on with putting the coolant lines in it, which I've got about 3/4 of the way done, maybe a third of the way done. But anyway, I'm going to carry on with that, and that's where this project is right now. Well, the track is a little bit wider in the rear and the tires are a little bit wider all the way around, but I think it's all going to work out. All right, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and as always, thanks for watching.